Hi there! So today I wanted to share with you my favorite beauty tool and product organizer. This is something that I've been using for quite a while now. It works out very well for me, so I thought I would share it with you and give you some information about it and show you how I use it every day. Now I like to keep my most commonly used brushes and makeup products in this, so they're right there when I need them. They're well organized, and these are things that I find myself reaching for most often, so I like to have them out and where I can see them, but in an organized way. Now I did purchase this from Hobby Lobby. It is the brand The Paper Studio, and it is called the White Spinning Tool Organizer. This is regularly priced at $39.99, but I found mine in a clearance section for 50% off, so I paid $20 plus tax. Now, even if you can't find this on clearance, Hobby Lobby does always offer a 40% off coupon through their online website, which you can access through your smartphone. They offer 40% off of one regularly priced item, so there's really no need to pay full price for this at any occasion. So I wanted to go through this with you. Also wanted to mention that while you are seeing this in white, they do also offer it in black, but I think that you could very easily paint this to suit any color to match any decor that you possibly have. I think if you use spray paint, you could quite easily get down in all of these nooks and crannies and cover it well. All of the drawers do pull out completely, and the hardware is removable, so that it would be very easy to remove the handles and paint this to customize it to your specific setting. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I will show you what I have in my organizer and how I organize it. Now, before I start with what I keep inside my organizer, I did want to tell you a little bit about the fill beads that I use down inside the little sections here to keep my brushes and things upright. When I first purchased this, I didn't have any of the fill beads inside, so a lot of my items were falling over, and these are also pretty deep sections, so some of my items were so small that they were going down below the edges where I couldn't see them, which was making it really hard to find and dig them out. I did have a little bit of a hard time finding fill beads for some reason. I know they're not an uncommon item, but I was not able to find them at Hobby Lobby. But I was able to find them at Michael's. So I purchased these Ashland Decorative Fillers. These are just in a crystal clear type. I find that having the smaller beads works a lot better for me than having larger beads. These seem to act a little bit more like large grains of sand, and so they really hold on to my brushes. They bring up the bottom of the container so the brushes sit up a little bit higher, which works out better for me as far as seeing them. I want to say these were about $3.99 per package, but it's been such a long time that I couldn't remember, and it doesn't have a price, but you can see the brand here, the Ashland Decorative Fillers. So be on the lookout for these if you purchase something like this, just to let you know that it might be best to have these with it. Okay, now moving on to the organizer. So in the first section here, you'll see that I have my moisturizers, a couple primers. I have my Nivea lip balm down here, my eye drops, things that I use every day as my first primer on my face before I start my makeup routine. I always use my CeraVe AM, so I like to keep this in a section. And then also I often use my CeraVe PM as a primer, and of course always at night. Now in this first little drawer down here, I keep one of my MAC Painterly paint pots, and those fit well in these little drawers. Also wanted to show you, these do have a little magnet on the back, so while they do pull out, I don't really have a problem with them falling completely out because the magnet does hold onto the drawer pretty well to keep them securely inside. Okay, so now moving around to this next section here, I have these little sticks down here in this drawer. This is something I'm actually going to talk to you about in a future video. This is something else I purchased from the craft store, and I have a unique use for them that works out very well for me, but I will save that for a future video. You know I love my craft store beauty finds. So that goes in there. And then also here I have my remote for my camera and picture taking, things like that. And I also keep a little container with my memory cards down in here. Again, this normally sits on my vanity. I brought it out here today to my dining room table to show you this a little bit better in better light, but normally I keep this right next to my camera. Then back here I have my eyelash comb and tools here, and my eyelash curler. So moving around to the next side, and there are 6 sides here, and each side does have its own drawer, so there's quite a bit of space in this. So now in the next drawer, I don't have anything, which also is kind of nice because I have a lot of room to grow with this. I certainly haven't filled it. Then here on the front, I don't have any fill beads here, but I do have my most commonly used lip glosses. I like to keep these here in the front. And then right behind them, what you're seeing are all of my most commonly used lip pencils. So I like to have those together because I often wear those in combination. And then here on the next side, again, nothing in this drawer, nothing too exciting. And then I keep all of my foundations in this slot. I don't have my Holy Grail Lingerie Depot here. I'm out of that. I've just ordered it, but that's normally where I would keep this here. But I do have a couple others and one that I'm testing out right now. And then moving on to this section, I keep in here a little pocket knife. I like to have this with me because sometimes I need to cut open packaging or cut off a tag. So it has a small pair of scissors on here, so that's always handy. And this is a little metal twist tie that I use for some of my equipment and things like that. So that's kind of really handy. So I just keep it there where I know where it is. Something I can definitely lose very easily. Then I have my mascaras here, my eyelash primers. And then back here I have a couple of my favorite concealers, my brow gel, and my brow pencils. And then on this side, I have a couple of eye creams here and an eye gel. This is La Roche-Posay, this is Lancome, this is Bobbi Brown. These are not ones that I use all the time. I primarily use my CeraVe, but I do like to keep these on hand in case I need something extra that day. For example, with the Bobbi Brown, sometimes if I need extra moisture, I like to know where these little things are because they are easy to lose. And then here I have my eyeliner pencils. And then here I keep all the brushes that I need for concealing. These are some more of my craft store finds, and I will probably share those with you in another craft store beauty video, but I like to keep all the concealer brushes where I know where those are. And now we've arrived back here on the front. So this has 2 pretty nicely sized middle sections. So on the one side, I keep all of my eyeliner and eye pencils, or eye brushes, I should say. And then on the other side are all of my face brushes. So I have those divided up that way. This is pretty much my entire brush collection. I do have a few that I keep in storage so they don't get dusty or collect dirt, but these are used mostly daily, I would say, or at least weekly, and they're washed often, so I like to keep them in my organizer where I know where they are. So that is it. That is my entire little beauty product tool organizer. I hope that this was helpful to you. This is the biggest part of my beauty organization routine. I find it so great to have everything here, to have a spot for everything and to know exactly where it is. It makes getting ready each day for me a lot more efficient and organized. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.